Ciao tutti! In this video we will look at how to sound Italian when speaking English, but without stereotypes. Instead, with scientific point of view, looking at phonetics and phonology of English and Italian and comparing the two. Number 1. Gemination. In Italian, like English, some vowels are long and others are short. But in Italian also some consonants are long and others are short. In Italian, the long consonants are written with 2 letters. This can make a big difference in the meaning of words. For example, anno with 2 N's, anno with long N means a year, but anno with 1 N means a butthole. Many Italian speakers, when they see double letters in English, think they must sound these consonants long. So we say better, eppi. Some consonants in Italian are always long. For example, the sound sh. So we bring this also into English. I like a fashion. Number 2, H. In Italian, we have the sound H, but it doesn't represent a sound in the language. So for example, anno, which we saw before, means a year, with no H, and anno, with H, but you can't hear it, means they have. An interesting phenomenon, which Italian speakers, in my opinion, have more than speakers of other languages, is not only do they sometimes not say the H in English, but they put it in where there isn't one. I am happy. Syllable structure. There is a huge difference between English and Italian where the structure of the syllable is concerned. In Italian, the overwhelming majority of words end in a vowel. English is much more varied, with words sometimes ending in consonants or even groups of consonants. As a result, Italian speakers find it difficult to end syllables with consonants. So this is one factor. The other is that the rhythm of Italian is syllable timed, so each syllable takes more or less the same time as every other syllable. English is stress timed, so the time between one stressed syllable and the next is always the same, no matter how many syllables there are between. These two things come together to mean that when Italians speak English, they often time the syllables as if there was a vowel after every consonant. Also, because Italian consonants are always followed by a vowel, they are always released. So in English we can say stop with no release, but when an Italian says it, always we say stop with the puff of air at the end, stop. We never just leave the lips closed, stop, no. This is also linked to the fact that voiced consonants in Italian are always fully voiced. In English, if we have a voiced consonant at the end of a word or breath group, often it will be slightly devoiced. But no, in Italian, always fully voiced, which means that often English speakers can hear a little vowel at the end of a syllable when Italians speak English. Sometimes, however, there is a little vowel at the end of a syllable after a consonant when Italians speak English. Consonant clusters. Italian has lots of wonderful consonant clusters that English doesn't have. In Italian, we can have words which start with zdr. For example, a sunbed is uno sdraio, zdr. Assimilation of consonant clusters. In English, when we have a consonant cluster which contains a voiceless consonant at the beginning, but also has voiced consonants, the assimilation goes forwards. So, for example, S is voiceless, but L is voiced. So when we put them together in a word like sleep, the L becomes a little devoiced, sleep. In Italian, it is the opposite. So, if there is a voiced consonant, it influences the consonant before it. So, for example, the Italian for anti is slegare, zle. We bring this into English. What did you do at the weekend? I sleep. What music do you like? I love Taylor Swift. Vowels. There's a big mismatch between the vowels of Italian and English. English, as a Germanic language, has lots of different vowel sounds, up to 20, whereas Italian has only 7. As for speakers of many languages, this causes some problems, but a particular problem in Italian is that many teachers of English, and also I've seen this in textbooks, claim that the English short A sound, as in cat, is pronounced E. So many Italians have actually learned to say the black cat sits on the mat. Intonation. Italian intonation is very interesting, and this carries into English. In Italian, the stress syllable is often marked by a particular kind of falling intonation, with the stress syllable going down and the following syllable slightly up. Carried over into English, this gives a very particular sound that can only be an Italian speaker. I hope you have found this useful. If you are Italian and want to sound less so, you can put these tips in reverse. Or if you are learning Italian, you can apply them to your own speech when speaking that language. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Grazie per la tua attenzione e alla prossima.